Welcome back. We are here okay, wait, no. I'm going to restart this. I'm going to restart. Sorry. I
We
we are back with the back. Okay. What's up guys? We are back second week of the Jam podcast. um and we got some insanely engaging topics today.
No, we don't.
sure
Don't
we
lie to
do.
them.
Talk about legacy, and then we're gonna rank all of you fuckers. Everybody.
That's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
That is gonna be fun.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll start with the usual. We'll go through the standings. I guess we'll start with the AFC. And we'll look at the AFC East. So right now, the Jets, who I believe is Bobby. He's just half a game ahead of you, Drew, at
No, he's
5-1.
He's ahead of Kylo.
Oh, you're New England and Pandora. Sorry.
I'm in New England and Pandora.
God.
Don't worry, I'm at the very bottom of the
Yeah,
AFC East. You don't have to worry about it.
You're okay. Yeah, you're fucked. You're shit.
Hey, when I win 10 straight, I don't want to hear it.
Bobby's got the half game edge over Kylo right now. Mike is currently at the top of the AFC West at 4-2. He's a half a game ahead of Lampard and the Las Vegas Raiders. Kansas City right now stands at 3-3. Baltimore and Trey currently has a half game hold at the AFC North over Kumar, who has a 5-2 record. Although Pittsburgh and Cleveland are both hanging right in there. Fitz 4-2, Grady's 4-3. So that division's up for grabs right now.
Anyone's division, and Fit beat Trey. He's Trey's only loss so far. So
right.
We know how much Grady gives Trey troubles as well. I mean, like
that's
like Trey's losses are gonna come in the division, probably. And
then closing out the AFC currently, Kush holds a 1-game lead over Raven, and then Jacksonville and Houston are just participating in the division. So, yeah. Any shockers to you guys?
Not even a little bit.
I love that Fitz doing good.
100%. It's pretty cool to see.
Coming in with the 420 score, I think he's gonna make the playoffs. Hopefully. I think his offense will be really fun to watch in the playoffs. I mean, it's always fun to watch, just because he just likes to build a track team every year. Literally just does it every year. He sells all his capital to just get the fastest people on the field. And he took Rashad Penny, so I like seeing Rashad Penny do good.
He's got him, Hill,
Isabella. Does he still have Stafford over there?
No, it's a rookie.
Oh, you want rookie? Here, I'll take a look right now.
His name's Jalen Early, and apparently it's named after his cousin. Or not his cousin, cool. His nephew.
Oh.
Jalen Early isn't too bad, I think.
No, he's not too bad at all. 71.
Actually, he's a second-year player.
He's 92 throw power, 81 speed.
Yeah, he's a little bit quick.
Pretty decent accuracy stats. Not too bad. 84 throw on the run's kind of nice if he's using him outside the pocket a little bit.
Yeah.
Honestly, for a second-year player, that probably was like a 66 when you drafted him. That's not bad at all.
There's definitely nothing like too crazy going on in the AFC right now. I will admit, I give you shit, Potato Boy. I do. I give you a lot of shit, but it is pretty surprising that you're 0-6.
I was going to say, would you like to expand on how your season has gone?
It's just been tough, to be fair. I guess Father Tom caught up to me, and I'm not the same guy I used to be. No, but I lost 21-23 to Kylo the first game we played, and then to Nick 21-23.
Oh God.
Me and Kylo, so we disconnected in the second half when it started, and so when we played, he beat me by 10.
Oh, that's a
Um,
brutal schedule.
I was up on Lampard 17-10, and then I ended up losing 17-30 because I threw a pick six. That killed me. I was up 10-13. Or no, I lost to Grady 10-13 because I missed 4 field goals, and then
Oh, you
just
missed
lost
4
to.
field goals as well?
Yeah, dude, I couldn't kick that game.
That's
It
crazy.
it was one of those games where like the lag wasn't consistent,
Right.
where if it wasn't
Right, and then you click it early to compensate, and then it's just does it perfectly.
yeah, and it just was that. I mean, I think it was like he was up 13-10, and it was like 4th and 2, and I was like, I can hit this and tie the game. And I literally sat there and I said, this is stupid because I know I can't kick right now. So like, what's the point? And I said, fuck it, we'll just tie the game. Should have just said screw it. I was 0-4 at the time. I should have just said who cares. But I lost that one. I mean, to be fair, Grady's defense was pretty good, so I'll give him
Yeah.
that. And then I lost to Kush 28-35.
You have not played against a even like average user yet.
Nope.
All of the people you've played are I would
Mhm.
consider top tier players. That
Yep,
is
and they're
rough.
all super close losses that hurt.
Madden kind of bent you over with the schedule this season.
Yep, and I still have to play Bobby, the Packers user. I forget his name, but I know he's pretty good. The new Bengals user who's just taking names. Still got to play Trey. Play Fit. Um,
And then
I got to
Bobby
play
again.
Ranchi twice and Bobby. So
Damn.
yep.
Tank
Trust me.
I
season
don't
over
think
there
you're
in
making the
Miami.
playoffs, my dude.
I
I
don't
think
think
you're
so
going
either,
10-0.
man.
Tank
I think
season.
once I lost to what's his name, Grady, and went 0-5. That's when I was like, yep. That's that's what I'm gonna call it there.
Yikes. Yeah, you might as
But
well just.
I'm okay with it because I'm still. I mean, I've been playing every game.
And you have
Like I
3
need to
first round
win.
picks, right?
Yep. So
Holy shit.
I'm hoping you suck
Dude.
because I can use that.
I literally want to make the playoffs just so that you don't get a high pick.
I mean, you should just try to make the playoffs to make the playoffs too. But it's also fair.
But that's my main motivation right now.
Yeah, I mean, it does suck. These are like, I'm not upset about losing these games too because they just played better than me.
Right.
It also stings to lose 5 out of 6 of these. Pretty much. I mean, I guess 4 out of 6 because Lampard I threw the pick 6 too, and then I just never came back from that. Yeah, it's been tough. And I've lost on like some pretty dumb animations, like when Cole Komet mossed 3 of my guys to get him into field goal range. When that happened, I was like, "Yep, that's my season right there." So catch me in the draft and catch me with $70 million in cap space next season.
You can
We're
make a
gonna make a
super
move.
team. Yeah.
We're
Just
gonna make a move.
11 and
And
5
you're
league in the
you're
first round.
you're a good enough user to actually do something with it, unlike Mo. I was talking to him after our last game, and he's like, "How do your guys play so good?" And I'm like, "Dude, you build a super team every year, and like the only thing he doesn't have is a good O line and a good D line. Everything else he has
Dude.
superstars at. I don't know.
I
don't
just
know,
want to
man.
let Mo let me play one of his games, even if it's like a week 17, like a 3-12 team he's playing against, and he's 5-10. I just want to play with that team he built because it just sounds so fun. And like, I know he's trying to move Kyler, and like, I get why he's gonna try to move Kyler so he doesn't have to pay him, and it makes no sense still. But that team just sounds so much fun to just try and fuck around with.
It does. He created an insane team.
Oh, like he made really good moves for. Imagine if he was a good user.
I know, man.
I'm
Like
kidding.
it makes you think about like how bad he'd be if he wasn't so good at making a super team every year. I'm just saying.
I find it funny how Mo was all like talking about how he's going to go all in the first few seasons of Madden and pretty much just coast at the back end of Madden 21, and he got his one playoff appearance in his Super Bowl game against Elliott, And it's like now, like you have all these players, all these weapons, and you're 2-4, and oddly enough, still second in the division.
I know,
Yeah.
man. Let's
Dude, you
I
gotta
mean
explain
let's
that
get into
division.
these fucking NFC rankings.
Yeah. Yep. So
Every team in the NFC East is at least 500, so that's pretty interesting.
Yep, Dallas holds that at 5-1, a game ahead of Philly, which is Brett. Who is Dallas in
Timbo.
Yeah.
Timbo? Okay, so it's Timbo, Stank Pit, Brad, and who's Washington?
It's Brandon.
Yeah. He's
The
he's actually doing pretty good then. I forgot that was because he's kind of new to Madden, I believe. So he's doing pretty good.
Okay.
he
And
beat
then,
what's her name? Monty this week. I think. Yeah, this week. I think. Yeah, he did.
And then we got the NFC West. San Francisco currently is at the top of the division with a whopping 3-4 record. Arizona is currently a game or half a game behind with a 2-4 record, and then Mocha and the Rams, which is Alex, are sitting at the bottom with a beautiful 2-5 record. So the NFC West is. It's shit, dude. It's fucking shit tier. It's garbage.
Dude, I want us to send a 6-10 team to the playoffs. That's so funny.
You know who would be even better if that 6-10 team won, regardless of who it is.
Okay, but like, I think it's actually kind of funny that I think anyone that you send from this NFC West like could just have a weird pop off game and like and beat someone in the playoffs.
Yeah, I can see that happening, honestly.
The NFC North is currently held by Nick with a perfect 6-0 record to start off the season. Nick is continuing to play well after his Super Bowl appearance last season. Green Bay is just 2 games behind him with a 4-2 record, and then Detroit and Minnesota are at the bottom and are probably looking at a rebuild year. Elliott and the New Orleans Saints are 6-1. They are at the top of the NFC South, 2 games or a game and a half ahead of the Atlanta Falcons, who are 4-2, and then Tampa and Carolina sit at the bottom with 2-4 and 1-5 records. So, anything surprising about this NFC race as of now?
I mean, Mayer was one of the best teams last year, and now he's 2-4 to start.
I think he went like 14.
Let me see who he played. I know he lost to Elliott, at least. Okay, what the fuck? There we go. So he had to play Trey week 1, and he lost. He lost to Elliott in a close, high-scoring game. He lost to Kane, who's 4-2, doing better this year. He also lost to Alex, 41-38. He has no defense. Oh my god. His defense has allowed 40 plus points in almost every game. And they have allowed 35 plus points in every game.
See, he's taking a page out of my book.
Jesus Christ. How is that 29? Daddy Leagues has his defense's points per game allowed at 29. How is that even possible? You're telling me there's 3 teams worse than him?
I think I'm one of them. Is this points allowed or points scored?
Points allowed.
Oh no, never mind. I'm 10th in that.
Oh, you actually are good at something. Look at that.
Alright, anything else surprising? I mean, Nick coming out strong isn't exactly surprising, but he hasn't been too strong this Madden. I mean, normally he's good for 14-2, 13-3, but like I mean, the last 2 seasons he's kind of like struggled to get into the postseason, and then takes off.
What are you talking about? He went to the Super Bowl last season.
Exactly, but he only had like a 10-6 record. That's what I'm saying. He kind of like he struggles to get into the playoffs and then he pops off.
I mean, isn't he in a pretty tough division? I know, not Detroit and Minnesota, but Green Bay. I feel like any Green Bay user that comes into Legacy is kind of decent.
Yeah.
And I think Country King will eventually be a competitor when he starts putting the pieces together. I don't know. I'm not. Nick is known for being a postseason player, not a regular season player.
Right, but he's normally a little bit. I don't know. It just feels like he hasn't been on his game normally.
You want to know my fun stat of the night?
What?
Last year, I had Caleb Balaj, my running back, get 28 touchdowns in the regular season. Or 24, my bad. Through 6 games, he's had 1 touchdown. I'm kind of going crazy, guys. Just throwing it out there.
We get it, Potato Boy. You're not good.
Oh, we'll find that out later. We'll see where you guys rank me.
Oh, man. Speaking of which...
Nick, he is a rookie quarterback this year, huh? I believe he does.
He? Let me check.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He was able to snag a rookie quarterback in the 31st pick.
Yeah, Tyler Buchanan, Notre Dame guy.
Why did I go to schedule?
72 overall, 92 throw power, 81 speed, decent accuracy. He put up so far 1,700 yards, 12 touchdowns, 9 picks with him.
Damn, he's got hidden dev, 21 years old.
And
he's from Notre Dame. Actually, he probably changed that.
Oh,
I was going to say, there's no way he drafted a guy from his alma mater that's... Or not, never mind, not his alma mater. I don't think. I mean, he could. I wouldn't. But just the school he roots for. But yeah. Is he a real-life player, then?
Interesting. He, like, Nick isn't putting up, like, crazy stats to be 7-0. So I wonder, like, if his games have just been crazy close.
He is. He's a real player from Notre Dame.
Yeah. What's that noise?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What? I didn't hear anything.
It sounded like you were squeezing a gerbil to death.
What? No.
Yeah, a lot of Nick's games have been, like, surprisingly close. Not bad. I mean, 7-0 is impressive, especially with the rookie quarterback.
Okay.
Good for Nick. Proud of him. Will he make it back in the Super Bowl next year? We'll see. Or this year.
Will he just lose to the AFC team that comes out? Probably. You guys agree with all the categories?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we make a... I'm trying to find, like, one of these quarterbacks I hate for their own tier.
Actually, you should put solid above good with potential.
I disagree with that. I would rather have a I would rather have a quarterback that might be like slightly worse right now. Or okay, I would say I would put a quarterback with potential like Tua above a quarterback like Teddy Bridgewater who's solid.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah, I guess. Sure. I would also rather have like Matt Ryan over, I don't know, Dak Prescott. I don't know.
All
right. Josh Allen. This
elite.
Oh.
Actually, borderline.
I put borderline.
Borderline.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's starting to creep in to like the elite categories, but yeah.
I feel like he has to have another.
There,
He has to have another good season next season to like prove this wasn't a complete fluke. I mean, it doesn't seem like it, but this is like his first like really good season. So,
trash.
Yeah.
No,
okay. I mean, Nick Foles is a good backup. That's just
I would say
fact.
good backups.
Yeah.
I'd say they're trash, but they're good backups.
It's Trubisky's so bad though that you just need to put him in the trash
Well, hold up.
It's
Okay,
so
he
bad.
made it to the playoffs. Okay, let's give him.
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
his ass in
You're,
trash,
you're,
please.
you're gonna stick with that?
Okay,
No.
but Nick Foles is a good backup, and Mitch
Yeah, but they're
Trubisky
gonna draft
is
a quarterback
slightly
most
better
likely.
than Nick Foles. So
Has Trubisky scored a touchdown in the playoffs?
I don't think he did. Who threw that ball to Wims that dropped it? Was it one of the
That was
quarterbacks?
Trubisky.
Yeah. I'd keep him like trash or good backup. Honestly, they're nowhere above any of that.
Because the game against Philly, I'm pretty sure, was all field goals for them.
Was it for the double doink? I kind of see this. Let me look it up.
I'm gonna add a new tier because I feel like there should be something in between
Trubisky.
borderline and good with potential.
Playoff stats.
Which should be
Great.
like
Probably great. Or
barely franchise quarterback.
barely
Okay, in the game against Philly, he went 26 for 43, 303 yards and a touchdown.
Really good.
And then the game against New Orleans, he went 19 for 29 for 200 yards and a touchdown. So
Never mind. Fuck. That's
he's throwing 2 tutties. Pretty.
It is what it is. You can't shit on Foles. He won a Super Bowl as a backup, and that's
I feel like good backup is solid
yeah.
for both of them. Like I don't think either are starting caliber, but good backup is perfect.
All right, Ben Roethlisberger. Right now,
Really
he's
good.
probably only a solid.
Solid. Yeah. If that's being nice. He was pretty shitty this year.
Yeah, he wasn't too good, but he's still better than any backup, definitely.
Damn.
Sure.
If not some other starting quarterbacks.
I mean, to be fair, the dude went 3,800 yards, 33 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. I would say really good, but solid's all right with me.
All right, we'll keep him solid since there's 2. Tom Brady.
I don't know if to put him borderline elite or elite, but I mean,
I would say borderline.
Yeah.
I think obviously we're not talking about Brady 5 years ago, but
It's
don't feel like
impressive
Brady
what he's done this year.
I don't feel like Brady's had a great season, but I don't feel like he would have done what he's doing if it wasn't for the talent that he has around him. Because that Tampa offense is fucking insane.
And they're letting him kind of take over as well, which is nice.
I mean, are you more confident with Tom Brady in the playoffs right now or Josh Allen?
Probably Tom, just because he has the experience.
Uh,
But at the same time, I don't know if he would have done what he's doing now in his offense. I mean, that's a good question, actually.
Tampa hasn't really shown me anything yet in the playoffs because they beat Washington, big whoop, and then they beat New Orleans. They barely beat New Orleans.
Yeah, but that defense is pretty good for New
right,
Orleans.
but New Orleans, like, do you know how hard it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, or just 3 times in the same season? Like, I felt like it was bound for Tampa to win that game, and now, I mean, I don't know. It's just going to depend on how they play at Lambeau this coming Sunday. I would say borderline elite.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at his season last year, he put up 4,024 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and this year he did 4,640 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. So he did get a boosted offense. So I feel like borderline elite's good for him.
Would you put him above or below Josh Allen?
I'd put him below Allen.
Really?
Oh, I just the way Allen has kind of like taken off this year. That's the thing. Is actually I don't know.
I think I would take Brady over Allen.
I think I'll put Tom Brady over Allen.
That's fair.
Drew
I put
Brees,
solid.
old man.
I put him at solid.
Brees was solid, and that sucks to say because I don't even feel like he would be only solid if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Because he kind of started off the year shitty, and then he started getting into a groove, and then he cracked his ribs, or wait, was it that? Is that what he did?
It was the crackled ribs, like collapsed lung, all this other stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He took quite a beating.
Yeah, you could kind of tell he was he was done in that fourth quarter.
Like
against
okay, the thing I do kind of think of him in the same vein as Big Ben right now. Like they're just old and they were really good, but like he was
Yeah, but
still really good. I feel like no.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say really good. I'd say he had a solid year. I said
this. This is why good with potential being right in between those is it's just weird.
Well, I mean, look at it as solid as. I mean, yeah, you should put solid above good with potential.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
well,
like
we'll just change this to
Say
potential.
bright future.
Okay, fine.
Bright future. There. And then yeah.
Because like yeah.
Yeah, I would put. That's tough, dude. I love Breeze. I really do. Fuck. You think he's really good, Mocha?
I think he's really good. Better than Big Ben.
I mean, he threw for 3,000 yards and 24 touchdowns this year. So.
And how
I know
many
he
games
was
did he
injured.
miss?
I think he missed 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So like.
That's an easy 1,000 yards right there.
Yeah.
Hell, 1,500 maybe. I don't know.
He actually only missed 3 games, it looks like. Oh, wait, no.
3? No, that doesn't sound right.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think they went like 5-0, 5-1.
13.
His first game
He
back
missed 4
was
games.
Kansas
He missed
City.
4 games.
Okay.
Yeah. And he missed 5 last year.
Sure, really good. Why not? I
Yeah.
mean, it can't hurt.
I mean, 24 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. It's not the worst, but
I feel like we should clarify that we are talking about them like how good they were this season rather than like
directly
what we think they'll do next season or something. Because
oh yeah, I agree.
Tom Brady and Drew Brees, I don't know. Who knows? They might retire Big Ben.
I don't think Brady retires. Yeah, I don't think he retires at all. He's so. He's had such a fucking amazing year, and they're gonna run it back with practically the same offense next year. They're gonna be fine. Like if he doesn't win it this year, they're gonna draft a running back that can catch the ball out of the backfield and win next year. Like they will be fine. It's insane how set up they are.
All right, we want to go Joe Burrow.
Bright future. It's pretty simple. I mean, I think he was having a great rookie season until he got hurt.
I think he would have won the rookie of the year.
100%.
Yeah, so I mean, Cincinnati needs to draft some offensive line, keep them protected, and I think they'll be good to go then.
If they can trade AJ Green, that'd be ideal because
Burrow
just never targeted him. I can tell you this as a fact because I had AJ Green on my fantasy team.
Boyd was I had Boyd, so I was really enjoying that. He was the primary target.
Yeah. Him and T. Higgins.
All right, go put that boy Cam Newton as good backup and put him behind Mitch.
Behind Mitch?
Dude, Cam.
He's
not just not good anymore. He's just
put
not
him above Mitch at least.
Are you gonna tell me Cam Newton's a good starting quarterback?
No, that's why he's in backup, but he's better than Mitch.
He is definitely better than Mitch.
Right now, I would.
He is borderline solid.
He's not even close to being solid.
He is borderline solid.
He won an MVP. Give the man some respect.
Yeah, what did he do that Super Bowl?
He did absolutely nothing. But don't forget that Denver defense.
That was an insane defense.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he Supermaned his way to a loss.
I think Denver only gave up 30 points once that entire season.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why they were in talks of being one of the best defenses. I don't think they were. I think they were top 5 for sure, but that defense was definitely different. But I think Carr's solid. I wouldn't put him I think he's solid.
I would put him above
Carr was solid. He had a good year. He had a good year.
It's like I don't know. I don't see him as the quarterback to lead the Raiders.
He just doesn't win ball games. That's my problem. I don't care what a quarterback puts up, but if they're like a winner, they're a winner.
Well, the defense sold Vegas in a lot of those games.
That's true. Yeah, they had like the 31st ranked defense this year, huh?
Yeah, there was that, and I'm not sure about Gruden right now. Oh wow, the Cavs just traded Porter to the Rockets. Sorry. Anyways,
What'd they get back
Gruden.
for him?
I didn't
Protected
say.
second round pick.
Whatever. Goodbye.
What a guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got
Yeah,
Tyrod Taylor and Justin Herbert. I'd rather just rank
yeah.
Justin
Let's just
Herbert.
put
rank
Tyrod to
Herbert,
him.
and that's
Yeah.
bright future.
Would you put him
Herbert.
above Burrow though?
I mean,
No.
I would only put him above because of the injury.
Oh,
Yeah, because an
Okay.
ACL is kind of
Okay.
big for a quarterback, even
I
though
get-
yeah.
I get where you're going with that.
Mainly
Yeah,
just because you don't know how that injury is going to affect him.
I mean, and Herbert just played really good, so.
And he's fucking, of course, with the Chargers.
What sucks about his season this year is Anthony Lynn, who I thought would be a good coach after his first season there. The clock management was poor, like
How
terrible.
about the QB sneak on 4th down?
Like seriously, what are you doing? I mean, the Chargers could have had 5 or 6 wins on their record and blew all of those games. That I think they gave up like a last second touchdown to Denver.
Oh yeah, that one against Denver was pretty bad.
The 4th down touchdown against Vegas. The jump ball at the back of the end zone. Of course, it's a Charger tradition to miss field goals. Always.
Doesn't matter who's that kicker for you.
So yeah, bright future for Herbert. Who is that?
Kirk
Can't see.
Cousins.
Oh, Kirk Cousins. Yeah, he's
Captain Kirk.
he's.
I'd put him at solid.
We need an
Like,
average
behind.
tier.
I
'cause
think
Kirk
that
Cousins
is
not-
what solid is.
Is it average? Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I'd put him above Big Ben. I think he had a better season than Big
I
Ben
agree.
this
I would
year.
put him above Big Ben,
He did.
below Carr.
Yeah, so you should do that since you can do it.
I did. That's where he's at.
Oh,
Am I wrong?
I meant to say under Big Ben.
Oh, no.
I said that completely wrong.
We agreed, didn't we? Above Big Ben, but below Carr?
We might have agreed, and I might have said the wrong thing.
Okay.
I was saying I think I should put him under Big Ben.
Jesus.
Like I'd put Big Ben above him.
All right. You
I
can fight
like
me on
Kirk
this
more,
one.
but I don't really care.
Okay. I know Mr. Cleveland here won't be fighting for Big Ben, so
No, fuck no. You can fight me on this one. I think Dak was really good until he got hurt.
yeah, I'd put him in really good behind, honestly, above Breeze. I think that injury just sucked because it.
I don't
Yeah,
I
like
think the
Dak.
Cowboys team.
I don't like. It's kind of weird because I was like one of Dak's supporters coming out of the draft, but now I just don't like him because he plays for the Cowboys. But I can agree he's better than all these quarterbacks at least. So I agree with really good.
He was going off.
His team wasn't, but he was having a good year.
Cooper was doing okay too.
Almost came back and beat the Brownies. I was hoping for that.
Excuse me. I was shitting myself during that game, that 4th quarter. Fucking, I don't know how Beckham pulled that play out of his ass.
Oof, where do you put Sam Darnold?
Because he doesn't have a bright future.
Listen.
Put him in bright future.
I would,
He does
I
have a
would,
bright
but like,
future because he's going to be traded.
I agree. I don't think he's a bad quarterback.
I think once you get him out of Gase's grasps and give him a team that's compatible, he'll be fine.
Gase is fired.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's now that he's no longer with Gase.
I think they're going to trade him because if the Jets take I don't know if they're going to take a quarterback, but if they do, I would assume it would probably be Fields. And
actually, this is a good conversation for you. How do you feel that Zach Wilson is actually creeping up draft boards above Fields? Because I've been seeing that, and I don't think Wilson's better at all, but it's happening. So,
dude, if that game against Clemson wasn't, if I don't know, dude, I'm just saying Fields completely showed out against Clemson. I think that game was his statement to the NFL. And he got hurt. He got hurt that game, and he was still throwing bombs all night long on that defense.
did he actually get hurt that game?
Huh?
Did he actually get hurt? I didn't know that.
Dude, you don't remember the the big hit, the targeting in the second quarter?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't.
There
That game
was
happened a while ago, and I've just kind of forgotten about it.
he had like three touchdowns, 2 or 3, and he took off on 3rd and long, and the Clemson linebacker went helmet first straight into his ribs, and he had to he walked off for a play, came back in again, and then threw a touchdown. And I just remember there was like a video of him getting on a treadmill, and he was just screaming, getting onto the treadmill because of how bad his I think it was either his hip or his rib. If you watch that national championship game, he didn't have any rushes until like the third quarter.
Yeah, I saw they kind of kept him a little contained.
He couldn't run. Like he was hurt.
All right, how do you feel about this next one? Because we got Tua and
Fitzpatrick
Fitz.
/ Tua, but
So-
I'd be fine just ranking Tua.
Tua's got a bright future, and Fitzpatrick was pretty average, so I would say bright future.
Above or
You
below
guys
Sam Darnold?
below Darnold. I haven't seen anything that puts him above Darnold
below.
this year.
Yeah.
I wish I
He'd,
wish I could rank Fitzmagic separately. Honestly, I
He
love
would be solid,
Fitzmagic.
honestly. Like if he was a starting quarterback, I wouldn't be upset. I don't think he'd be one of the top 20 starting quarterbacks, but I wouldn't be upset if he was.
Fitzpatrick?
Yeah, like if you put him
Fitzpatrick's
over
fun to
Darnold.
watch, dude. He's like 38 and he runs like he's got 20-year-old legs.
Dude, the dude benched Jameis Winston like 4 times last year.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
He was hurt.
He was, but I don't see Jimmy G being a solid. I see him like. I mean, that's average.
You
but
see
I'd say average.
good backup?
Good backup.
I think he operates at an Andy Dalton level, which I feel like is the standard for solid. Actually, Andy Dalton regressed. Never mind. Andy Dalton's a good backup. Now, Andy Dalton used to be the basis for average of a quarterback.
I'd put Jimmy G as a good backup ahead of Cam Newton.
What about you?
And I would not be surprised if they take Trey Lance and have him sit a year behind Jimmy G to replace him.
He's a West Coast Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
I don't.
Kirk Cousins is also a West Coast quarterback.
No, I don't mean the scheme. I mean because he's in San Francisco.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Sorry, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything that makes me feel like Jimmy G is going to be a top 15 quarterback or top 16.
The only argument you can make for Jimmy G being a solid quarterback is that he made a Super Bowl, but that San Francisco team was strictly built off of defense and running.
100%. Dude, I'm telling you right now, this guy's the Italian Blake Bortles. Like, that fits him so well.
And that disappoints me because I was kind of one of those people who thought he would kind of change the culture in San Fran. And to an extent, I guess I was correct. It wasn't because of him.
You're not wrong. He enjoyed all those porn stars he was hanging out with.
Jesus. Yeah, I would put him as a good backup.
I don't argue with that. Behind Cam?
No, ahead of Cam.
Okay, I would put him ahead.
I put him ahead of Cam for sure.
All right, I'm just gonna place Goff, and then you guys can have your opinions about where I place him.
Oof.
I agree because I would have said he was really good if he continued to play the way he was playing at the beginning of the season, but it felt like at the end of the season he started to take a shit, and he didn't really do good in the playoffs. He played like absolute shit against Seattle. Yeah. I mean, the Rams defense bailed him out, and then he didn't do jack against Green Bay. So I don't know. I think he's going to be okay because he has McVay, but if Goff was anywhere else, it wouldn't be too good for him. So I agree with you.
You got an opinion, Drew?
I mean, I agree. Y'all just hate Big Ben so much.
He didn't do anything this season.
No, yeah. But I would take him over Jared Goff right now.
Are
Wanna
you
be
kidding
honest.
me?
Jared
wouldn't take
Goff,
him.
Jared
God.
Goff, and if the weather is 60 degrees or above, Jared Goff is a really good quarterback, but he's just
Jared Goff
he
is an overpaid white quarterback.
he is.
He's in the same tier as Matthew. Not Matthew Stafford. I think Stafford's better, but he's in the same tier as Matt Ryan and Kirk Cousins.
I would take Matt Ryan over.
Oh, speak with your chest, boy.
Dude, Big Ben was borderline average this year. I mean, you can make a case that.
Can we go ahead and put Dwayne Haskins in trash?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Toss him in trash real quick. Yeah.
he was dog shit. No question.
I didn't watch a or never mind. That's not true.
Bright future for
The
Daniel.
only
Jones.
Giants
Yeah.
game I watched was when they played Seattle with Colt McCoy. So, what
I would put bright future, but behind Tua as well. I don't think he's proven that he's better than Tua, in my opinion.
See, it's tough because the Giants are so awful, and he didn't have Saquon this year. Don't forget that.
That's true. I forgot about that.
So he definitely has a bright future. And
Yeah, like-
Gettleman has done a pretty good job.
I don't think he's trash. I think he's got some factors that can make him good, but we'll see.
yeah,
we're gonna put Lamar. Are we gonna put Lamar
Lamar
behind,
is borderline elite.
but behind Allen and I would put him behind Allen and
No,
Tom, to be
he's
honest.
behind Allen. He's
Yeah.
definitely behind Allen.
I can get
And
with
that's
that.
because of his playoff performances. I'm sorry, like, he didn't play that bad against Buffalo, but he didn't do enough. And that pick six that he threw right before the third quarter ended, I kind of just felt like the game was done at that point.
Yeah, I mean, he went out with the injury like the next drive, didn't he?
Yeah.
So even then, yeah, like it was already done.
You guys are really convinced he's worse than both these guys? I feel like I would actually put him above Tom Brady.
I mean, he has the MVP, but I don't think he's better than Allen
Okay.
or Brady this season at all.
Okay, first of all, Mocha, how can you put him above Allen if Allen beat him head-to-head in a playoff game?
I mean, he won 17-10 with a 100-yard pick six.
17-3.
Okay.
Lamar didn't even score.
So Allen's team scored 7 more points than
Okay, but
fucking
he
Lamar.
didn't. Okay. Look at the first round. Fucking Josh Allen beat the Colts, had a great game, and the Colts have one of the best defenses in the league. Lamar Jackson against Tennessee didn't score as much as Josh Allen did, and Tennessee's defense is one of the worst in the league.
I
He's got a
don't know.
good point.
I think Lamar just brings like an X factor on every single play that
Okay,
Allen doesn't.
I understand Lamar. You have to look at his running because he's a dual threat.
Yeah, he did
Okay,
run
But
for
he put up 300 yards and 2 interceptions in both his playoff games while passing, and had a combined QBR of roughly 68.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, if you take away his run game, what is his threat? Josh Allen can run
the deep
and
ball to
throw.
Marquise Brown
Josh Allen.
and the corner
Josh Allen.
route
I mean,
to
have you
Mark
seen
Andrews.
it? Have you
Have
seen
you
it
seen
all year?
Baltimore throw deep balls this year?
Yeah. They tried throwing deep against KC early on in the year, and KC knocked him out.
Brady,
Dude put up 122 yards against KC.
Brady had 43 touchdowns this year. The man is 42. He threw more touchdowns than he did his age.
I would take Josh Allen's 525 yards and 3 touchdowns in the playoffs over Lamar's 600 and 2 interceptions.
Fine.
Like, I understand I'm not looking at the rushing stats at all, but still.
I'm fine with that. I would if I were like starting a franchise right now, I would take Lamar over both of them. Well, okay.
Well, that we're not talking about starting a franchise.
Sure. I would
Okay,
take him
fine.
over Brady. I
Between
wouldn't take him
Allen
over
and
Allen.
Lamar,
Also,
both
in that game too,
young.
Lamar only had 9 carries for 34 yards against Buffalo. So even then, he didn't really use his legs.
All right. We'll see what Trey has to say about that.
Yeah, like I'll be excited to see what Trey has to say. Like Trey's obviously watched all 16 games. I haven't.
We're not
Ooh.
shitting on Lamar, but
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Lamar. Like we have Lamar in borderline elite for a reason. Don't put him at freaking. I don't even know where to put him because I'm like he has maybe a bright future, but I don't see him being our starting quarterback next year.
Drew Lock.
God.
I thought you were gonna hype him up since your name's Drew Lock. Or I guess it's Potato Boy now, isn't it?
It is Potato Boy now. We
That's
moved on
crazy.
from Drew Locked and Loaded. I'd put him at
Bright future.
Lowest
bright
bright
future.
future.
Yeah.
And it's because people
100%.
know about his talent. Because
he's good. He has a lot of the intangibles you need. He just has the mentality of my receiver's not open, so I'm not gonna. He doesn't have the NFL open like mindset, if that makes sense. Where
Right.
like nobody is actually open in the NFL, but you got to put it out there and let your guy make the play. He doesn't have that. If he gets that, he'll be good. It's the same issue that Tua has, but that's because also Tua was so used to being in the pocket for 30 seconds and his guys making plays.
Yeah, Alabama. They set you up real nice, huh?
Oh, they set you up perfectly, man.
Baker Mayfield.
I put him at
Really good.
really solid or really good, yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, I'd
Yep.
put him. Would you put him above Drew Brees? Because I'd put him above Drew Brees.
Yeah,
I'd put him
Never
above Drew
mind. I
Brees.
take that back. I would put him below Drew
Oh,
Brees.
I put him above Drew
No,
Brees.
I put him above Brees too. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Dude, he took the monkey off his back this year
Yes.
without a doubt.
You have to. Okay. This is the third head coach that Baker's played under in 3 seasons, and it is the third scheme that he's had to learn. And
this is arguably his best scheme he's played in.
Oh,
with Stefanski's
100%.
offense, yeah.
100%.
Like I don't think this guy will ever crack like the top 7, but he can be fine at top 10 with the team that's around him right now.
You don't have to be top 7 when you have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in the backfield.
Dude's vibing.
Gardner Minshew, probably.
Put him at trash.
Really?
I'm not a big guard.
Is he not a good?
He would be a good backup.
He's a good backup.
Yeah, he'd be a good backup.
Yeah.
I've just never been a guarding guy.
Kyler Murray is probably like
he's got a bright future, and I got him at the top of a bright future.
Well, aren't we saying Solid's better than bright future?
I mean, I feel like he's also.
No, you're a Seahawks fan. That's why you're.
Wait, no, yeah. It was the second year, so put him at bright future. I feel like third-year guys don't belong to bright future.
Cliff is way over in his head right now.
Oh, I think Cliff is one of the most overhyped head coaches.
The play calling and the turnover issue for Arizona this year was atrocious. And Kyler Murray at one point this season was an MVP candidate.
Okay, when he beat Seattle like 38-34, I was pretty convinced about him.
I put Philip Rivers at solid.
I wanted to get this before you said anything because I was gonna do this.
Yeah, I saw you. I feel like that's perfect for him.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought you were gonna complain that he's above Big Ben again.
No, I feel like that's good.
You can put him above Kirk Cousins, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't put him above Goff though.
Can't believe he retired. I mean, I'm not surprised he retired, but it's just kind of crazy to think that we're gonna have an NFL without him.
I would put Rodgers over Mahomes just simply because
he's
MVP this year. Just this year. I'm not saying Mahomes is not as good as Rodgers, but Rodgers had the better season. Got to give it to him.
I can see that argument as well.
He won MVP.
I really hope we get
our state at number 1.
Dude, if we get the State Farm Bowl, that's gonna be so amazing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wait, dude. Okay. I'd put Mahomes first, and Cheese would put Aaron Rodgers first. What do you got, Drew? You have to tie the break, or I'm retarded. Break the tie.
I'd go Rodgers. And mainly because of what he's done at his age after his team draft his replacement. Like, the dude, his team drafted his replacement, and he went, okay, I'm going to go win the MVP.
That was, I don't know if Green Bay did that on purpose, but if their intentions of drafting a quarterback and a running back were to piss Aaron Rodgers off, then
it worked.
Fucking job.
But I don't think that was their intentions. I think they're run by fucking idiots.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be an interesting strategy.
I would put Matt Ryan like
solid. Just above.
I put him above Dak Prescott.
Really?
Yes, I don't like Dak
I
Prescott.
would put him as the number one solid player.
Who's that?
Matt Ryan.
Oh, yeah, take him out of really good. He's in that overpaid white quarterback category right there.
No.
Look at that.
No, do not disrespect Matt Ryan. He won an MVP.
That's actually
He
pretty
should have won a
funny.
Super Bowl.
Like, tell me that is not the overpaid white quarterback list right there.
That's pretty funny. Yeah.
Matt Ryan, he was good when he won his MVP, and he got screwed over by his defense and horrible play calling by Kyle Shanahan on the offensive side of the Super Bowl that game. But right now he's installed with the overpaid white quarterbacks.
Matt Ryan won the MVP.
Yeah.
Holy
I don't know if that was the same year.
That same season, yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No MVPs won the Super Bowl.
Matthew Stafford, probably. I'd put him right below.
I would put
Matt
him.
Ryan.
I would put him.
I put him below Matt Ryan. Oof.
Below.
I think he's one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the league.
He was hurt for some of the season again.
I'm telling you, if he gets out of Detroit and he goes to like the Colts, that dude's gonna be fine.
See, I was shitting bricks because I thought he would become a Steeler.
Because they went after Haskins, huh?
Right. I thought for sure. I don't know why, but I just thought in my head, I was like, Matt Stafford is randomly just going to become a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Dude, Matt Stafford in any other uniform would look really weird. But I would love to see that happen, just so he's out of Detroit. Jesus Christ.
He could be a Patriot.
What a terrible franchise.
He would fit.
Yeah, but they don't really have any weapons for him. That's the issue.
Well, I mean, let's see how they draft. They can get.
That's true, yeah. See how they play for agency.
Yeah. Yep.
I'd put Teddy above. Yeah, that's exactly where I was going to put him.
Exactly.
All right. We're all in agreement. Tannehill,
he was really good, and I would put him below Baker.
Really?
Yes.
I'd put him in really good as well. I'm not gonna lie. Once he left Miami, he's kind of put himself back up there.
I feel like their team would suck if they didn't have Derrick Henry in their offensive line. Like Tannehill.
I mean, yeah, I agree, but I feel like Tannehill still thrived.
Okay.
He didn't look good in the playoff game, though. I'll admit that.
Are we content with him between Drew Brees and Dak? Because
sure.
Yeah, I feel like that's fine.
Yeah.
I put Deshaun
behind Mahomes.
Oh no, I put him in borderline elite.
What?
Really? I don't.
What?
I just here's the thing too. It's mainly I know his team is shit, but that's the only reason why I would put him in borderline elite is because he has a shit team behind him. I think he's a top 5 quarterback, but I don't think he's an elite.
But that's
Here's the thing. There are 3 quarterbacks in this league that I think are above everybody, and that's Wilson, Rodgers, and Mahomes.
I think Deshaun Watson's up there. Like,
that's just my viewpoint.
What he's done with that team, like even if
I agree.
Didn't win, like their
Did
offense
you see,
was still
he
effective.
led in almost every category when it came to passing, or was like top 3. Like I agree, he's a great quarterback, but I think it's just because of his team performance.
I can't.
I mean, we can keep him in elite.
Yeah,
we can keep him in elite. I don't mind.
I mean, I know where I'm gonna end.
As long as
he's
we put
gonna
Wilson in front of him.
Last
Wilson
elite
is in front of him. Yes.
But me and Cheezy both think he's elite, so I think.
I agree with. I mean, if that's where we want to put him, yeah, I'm okay with that. I think the top 3 quarterbacks in this league, though, are definitely Rodgers, Mahomes, and Wilson.
This next quarterback, Carson. This is actually probably the toughest one.
He would either be, I would say, solid, but at the very back end of solid.
Because like in his good seasons, he's probably here, but like bad seasons, like last season, he's here.
Yeah.
See, the issue in Philly this year that I don't think anybody wants to admit it, but it was Doug Peterson.
Peterson 100%, yeah.
Him and Howie Roseman. God, dude.
Did Howie get fired or did just Peterson?
No, it was just Peterson. They hired the Colts OC, I believe, to be the new head coach.
Yep.
And I don't know if that's a great hire. I don't know anything about the Colts OC.
I really didn't either.
I'll tell you what though, I'm surprised that the Chiefs OC hasn't been.
Bieniemy, I told you. Remember,
hired
I told
yet.
you. I told you
Yeah.
last podcast he's
Yeah,
not going to
we
get
did,
hired.
That's crazy, man. It still blows my mind.
Hey, I think with Carson, you got to put him in the back of solid this year, just because of the year he had.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's realistically
Yeah.
where he should be if he had a good team around him. But
Actually,
he just
you could put him over Big Ben.
shut the fuck up. And then
I
we know where
agree. I
Russ is
agree
gonna
with
go.
that. He was too terrible to put in put.
So he's going to get traded, right?
Maybe.
No, I heard rumors that they might stick with him next year now because of the head coach change.
That's true, because I believe that OC was the quarterback coach that Frank Reich brought over with him to Indianapolis.
Right.
If I'm
And
not mistaken.
That's going to be, I don't know, that that whole division next year is going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah. Well, if Carson does get traded, I would love to see him on the Colts and reconnect with Frank Reich.
If I want to see Carson anywhere, I don't know.
Don't put him in the first, put him right there. Yep.
I agree. That's where I put him. I don't think
I don't disagree with any of these, to be honest.
I actually personally think Baker is number one, but sure. Yeah, I mean, other than that.
I'll make a championship game and he'll get to number one.
Yeah. The only things I have slight problems with is I think Lamar is probably better than these two, and I think Murray should just be put into solid, but
I mean, I feel like bright future is meant for first and second year quarterbacks, and Sam Darnold for the exception because he's kind of had Gase around him, so I feel like that's perfect for him.
Yeah. All right, we're happy with this?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
I want to see what people will think. I think you should post this
all right,
in general and see what people say.
No, that completely... No.
Oh, yeah, wait, we shouldn't do that.
That defeats the purpose of making a video.
Yeah, you're right. I just want to see the arguments, and
True.
We'll post it tomorrow or like the next day for those who don't listen and see what they say.
For those who don't listen.
True. I mean, once I cut out the middle bit, it's probably only going to
be that
45 minutes, but it's...
I do want to hear what Trey is going to say about us having Lamar behind.
I feel like he's not too delusional to put Lamar into, like, elite, but I feel like he definitely will have the same stance as me as to put him above Brady and Allen.
I defend Lamar a lot.
You really do.
Chat, even as a Browns fan, which I should.
Yeah, for being a Browns fan and defending him as much as you do, it's crazy.
And the way Allen has played this year, and I hate Brady. Everybody knows I hate Brady. But, I mean, you got to give credit where credit is due.
Yep, I agree.
43 touchdowns at his age. Another NFC or another conference championship. I mean, Lamar, man, he's great. He's a generational talent, but I got to see more outside of running a power run West Coast scheme. And I mean, let me ask you something, Mocha. Do you think Lamar Jackson can win you a Super Bowl?
Yes.
You truly believe that?
Yes, 100%. Anyone in really good plus can win you a Super Bowl, in my opinion. But it's just that the higher they are, the less team they need to win it.
So my question to you then is, why haven't they yet? I mean, we all agreed Deshaun Watson was elite, and he hasn't even made it to like the AFC Championship, I don't think. Okay, but that we both know that was because of Bill O'Brien. I mean, Houston could have had top 10 players at every single position, and they wouldn't have done shit because Bill O'Brien was that shitty of a head coach. I mean, Baltimore had an opportunity last year as the number 1 seed to go to the conference championship, and they got wiped against Tennessee. At like that, it wasn't even close. The year before, I give Lamar a break. It was his rookie season, got to the playoffs, lost to the Chargers, big whoop. Last year against Tennessee was the game where I was like, okay, well, I mean, you didn't step up. And this year, I don't know, man.
I just feel like Lamar will be pretty controversial until he has some semblance of like a normal offense around him. Like his only real threats are Mark Andrews and Marquise Brown, who's
Marquise
inconsistent as
Brown.
fuck.
Yeah, and Dobbins was great.
I mean,
this year, and
right?
I
Their
think he'll
running
be better
game's
moving
literally
forward.
the best in history, but but no one's gonna be willing to like take the leap and like put him into
best
elite
in
or
history.
something.
Hey, they don't even have the shut up. They don't even have the best run game in the division. I don't want to hear it.
Didn't they literally break the record for rushing yards?
I mean, the Browns were the number 1 rushing offensive team in the league. So if the Ravens broke records, then I don't know how the Browns didn't.
I could have swore I saw that the
Ravens he broke records as a quarterback running the football.
Yeah, I just thought I thought I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough. Lamar's tough, dude.
He is, and that's just because like he's kind of been stopped in playoffs. You know, like he did good against Tennessee because he used his legs really well in that game, but in this last playoff game against the Bills, like he kind of just was quiet.
I don't feel like this conversation would be had if it not been for that game against Buffalo.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make an excuse that the weather was shitty, but I mean,
yeah, and of course he got injured, so like it's only 3/4 worth of stats, but still,
they didn't score a touchdown.
No.
And they should have, but he threw a pick 6, and that, to me, I don't know. I just can't. I can't put him over Josh Allen. I just can't.
I just can't either, especially since he lost the head-to-head.
I just think it's so funny that you called it when we only had like 3 people in the solid tier, and then it literally ended up with only overpaid white quarterbacks in the solid tier.
I told you. Did I not? There's a tier meant for overpaid white quarterbacks, and every single one of those belong there.
Hey, Matthew Stafford and Matt Ryan. I mean, I don't think they're overpaid.
Dude, they're making a lot of money for putting up above average stats.
Quarterbacks.
Yeah, but I mean, they just don't. Like I said, they're in shitty organizations.
Ugh,
you know,
man,
I'm telling you, you take Stafford out of Detroit, and he's gonna be fine.
I hope so, man. He's getting up there in age. Isn't he like 33, 34?
I believe he's 32.
Okay.
He's
probably got another good 3-4 years in him, but I mean, that's a big majority of his career gone.
I mean, what do we know? Brady's 43 and still having a nice year.
Okay. It's also Tom Brady.
Yeah, but also I'm pretty sure Stafford had a better arm than he did.
When does Stafford's arm give out? Because he's like notorious for having one of the strongest arms in the NFL. So I mean,
that's true.
Do you think he'll just have more juice than Drew Brees or Tom Brady going into? I
don't think Brees never had like an elite arm, anyways.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like Tom Brady and Drew Brees never really had like elite arms, anyways. So
yeah, but don't you think that's because they are not known for having elite arms that they've lasted longer? I mean, I feel like if you have an elite arm, you're constantly working out, you're constantly using that arm. I mean,
yeah, but look what Brady's did this year with above average arm, and Brees couldn't do it.
Yeah, but Brees had a collapsed lung and cracked ribs. I mean,
I feel like working out doesn't have anything to do with having a strong arm.
Maybe it's the avocado ice cream.
It takes a toll on you as you go on. I mean, I don't know how.
Have you seen Mahomes? I don't know. Mahomes is like the least muscular football player I've seen in my life.
You're not wrong.
Not Rodrigo Blankenship.
And he has like the strongest arm in the NFL. So
all right, let's not disrespect Hot Rod.
I love Hot Rod.
I feel like it's a good rap, boys.
All right. Peace out. We'll catch you next time. And have a good one.
Deuces.
Deuces.